swallowtail up on the top of the teepee would signify that this is the home of the chief. And I'm the chief of this council, so that's why I can put that up there. The swallowtail that's decorated means it's a home of an eligible daughter. And what we would do is, if we had an eligible daughter in the home that we were willing to let court, what the Braves know, we would fly that flag up there, and all the young Braves would now start coming around. And they could only come around only if they had a becoming of a man ceremony. And a becoming of a man ceremony was pretty tough for the Blackfoot people. They would, in the early fall, they would have a celebration. All his relatives would give him gifts. They would give him a good arrows, a good bow, winter clothes, warm clothes. They would sing songs. They would have a feast. When that was over, they would walk him to the edge of the village. And if he came back in the spring, he was a man.
They left them out there?
That's how they became a man. He could not take a woman and a family and be responsible for them unless he could prove that he can take care of himself. He could hunt. He could provide shelter. He knew he could, he could survive. Because, the only heater in there is fire. It's not like we don't do this. It could be as early as 14 years old. These kids aren't playing video games. They're not playing with little electric trains and stuff. These kids, their whole childhood, they were learning how to be an adult. So by the time they were 14, 15 years old, they were a young brave. They were already hunting. They were already doing all types of stuff. So anyway, that over there is my war shirt. There's some trophies on there that I would have picked up off the battlefield. There's a piece of an American flag. There's a old eagle on like a medallion.
Yeah.
That's an antique piece that came off of a soldier's drum.
Whoa.
There's a lot of hair on there. A lot of it is horse hair.
Oh.
The horse was the warrior. The horse brought the warrior into battle.
Yep.
Those are all to honor all the horses that would have brought that warrior to battle. There's human hair on there. Hair from my mother, hair from my wife, hair from my kids. So if I died on the battlefield, I would not be alone. I would have them with me.
Isn't that one?
There's bear claws on there, so I have the strength of a bear for battle. There's ermine, so I have the resilience and the temperament of the little weasels that don't quit. They just don't give up. So there's a lot of things on there that would give me strength, that would give me all types of stuff. The beaded piece on there. I had a dream once, and my next door neighbor, who was Cheyenne, that has this teepee, he had a similar dream. He told me, he says, "Did you see an image?" I said, "Yes." He says, "Try to draw it." I drew it. It was the same image he's seen in his dream.
No.
So the both of us wear that piece on our war shirts. And that's how things happen. This is a buffalo lance that we would hunt the buffalo with, or I would bring to battle. That's a horse skull on the front door of the teepee. Over the door of the teepee is a horse skull. And that would have honored the horse for some reasons. Maybe that horse fed us. Maybe the buffalo were on the run. Maybe they were already massacring the buffalo. Maybe we had to eat one of our horses to survive.
Yep.
Maybe the horse was dying from battle wounds. Or maybe the horse was dying because it got trampled in a buffalo hunt.
Yep.
Buffalo hunts were just as scary and just as dangerous as war. So that could have happened. So maybe we're honoring the memory of that horse over our door. That deer skull is a territorial marker. It's like having a mailbox that tells who lives here. Now as we get close over here, this tells who lives here. My wife's name is Butterfly Woman. She is the life giver of our family. She's in the center of our hoop. She is the one that Creator has chosen to be able to give life. So she is in the center of our hoop. I am Gentle Hawk. I have a son that passed away in 1993. After he passed away, my Nipmuc friends named him Sleeping Bear. He is half with creators, and he is still half in our hoop with us. My oldest son is he is one of the singers on the drum.
Okay.
He is Running Fox. My other son is Swift Hawk, and my daughter is Many Ponies. So that tells whose home this is.